Hello and welcome back to Toadstool Tarot. Today I am doing a VR to Nova Luna Tarot called #10Forever cards. Now these are cards, I guess you might say they're your favorite depictions of cards across all the decks in your collection. So we'll get started with the first one, which is from the Sortilegios Tarot. This was a limited edition of 50 decks by Unfamiliar Spirits in the UK. And this is the... Oh my goodness. Have I got these out of order? I had this all set up. Aha! Here it is. It's the Hanged Man. I quite like this depiction, this delicacy, and this cocoon-like imagery. The colors are quite nice, too. The next one on the list is, and these are in no specific order. Next one is from the Golden Botticelli Tarot, and it is the Devil. And I particularly like this card. Well, I love the backs of this deck. Beautiful. And I like this one because it's very impish. It's almost more like a fawn than the devil, but it does have horns, I believe. My lighting's not too good in here. And I love in this deck how all the atmospheric energy around the figures is in gold filigree. It sort of depicts cosmic energy in an interesting way, I think. The only thing I don't like about this deck is it's the old school Lo Scarabeo decks that have the multiple languages on the borders. So I hope one day they'll reissue this. The next deck is the Oldfellow Tarot from the keishobou Japanese Tarot. And my favorite card from this, which is actually, the deck is sort of based on, it's a Japanese deck based on the Rider-Waite system, but sort of like zoomed in and kind of Marseille style. But I love this card. This is the only card in the deck that doesn't sort of follow the Pamela Coleman Smith depiction of the Four of Swords. And I particularly love this one because you have two soldiers playing chess inside a tent, and the Four Swords are on the ground, so it's sort of like a period of relaxation and recovery before going back into battle. The next card is from the Everyday Witch Tarot. And this deck has several cards that really changed and expanded my understanding of the tarot. And this one in particular is the Death card, which I love this depiction of death approaching, and as one door closes, another door opens. And separating the past from the future, you have this cord which much must be severed to move forward. And you also have this sort of like misty atmosphere around the action of the card. Next card is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the Tower card from the Kalma deck. This was a very expensive major arcana deck that I found on Make Playing Cards. But I really love, not so much the backs. It's linen stock, which is nice. The backs sort of don't suit the aesthetic of the deck. But I really love this painting. These are unlabeled cards, but you know which card they are in the major arcana, and this one is the Tower. And I love the coloring in this card, and I love the way that levels of the Tower are depicted like children's playing blocks. That is the Calma Tarot. I don't know if you can see the title there. Probably not. Next one we have from, where'd it go? From my own deck, the Open Face Tarot. The very first card that I designed in the deck, which is the Fool. I like this image, and it's the one that kind of launched me on to do the rest of the deck. So it has a special quality for me, and it really is the kind of most basic depiction, I think, of the Fool stepping off into the unknown in a state of awe. Pardon me. Next card is from the Lunne Tarot. It's the Three of Wands, which is my personal significator card, and this deck has one of the most beautiful back designs in my collection. And this has a really peaceful aura to it. And I particularly love the peaceful nature and the calmness and the beautiful colors of this Three of Wands, and how these wands are growing, blossoming trees. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eighth card choice is from the Tarot of Delphi, and this is the Hermit. These are the card backs. And the Hermit, this depicts the philosopher, Greek philosopher Diogenes. And I have a kind of a fascination with him. The story is that Diogenes wandered the streets of Athens in the daylight carrying a lantern, looking in search of an honest man. And he slept in a barrel, or I guess in this case a ceramic urn of sorts. And I love that idea, actually. I'm quite taken with the idea of, you might say, tiny house living, and a living by limited means, sort of a Spartan life. So I really enjoy this Hermit. Next we have the Hermit from the Forest of Enchantment Tarot. And this one is a badger living underground, which I love. I love old fairy tale depictions of houses in trees or underground. So I really like this hermit of this badger, which reminds me of The Wind in the Willows. And the last card is, again, the Three of Wands from the classic Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot. This is a different edition, specially made. But I love the depiction here so much that I adopted this as my significator. I love the colors, the tones in this, and I love that we don't see the facial expression of this card, which draws us in and makes us thoughtful about our position in life, how far we've come, and where we might go next. So, thank you for joining me today and having a look at my 10 Forever cards. And thank you to Nova Luna Tarot. See you soon.